Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you're gonna be able to answer some of my questions today that I have for everybody. If anybody's dealt with this or not, if any of you guys have a 6R80 automatic, 11 to 14 Mustang, please put your input in. If you don't, if you think you know, anybody out there that thinks that they have better info than me, I'd be willing to listen to it. Love to hear everybody's input. But today's talk is about gears. What gears do you put in a S197 with intent of not daily driving it, with the intent to go to the track? I'm not looking to daily drive. I'm looking to go to the track and get the best times I can out of it. And so far I've ordered 410s, but now I'm leaning towards 373s. I might be changing my mind now and sending these gears back. So whatever you guys got, you want to leave it up in the comments, I'd really appreciate it. Thanks. A question or answer, I don't know how you want to put it, but I'll tell you my situation when I'm having done to the car soon, and we'll see how the outcomes work. So I don't know if it's going to be too much like everyone's saying, or if it's going to be just right like a few guys say. As you guys know, I don't drive this car daily. Today I'm just taking it to get a paycheck, but usually I drive this car to track, or I'm racing it on the street. It's not a daily driver. I don't need it to go back and forth to work. I have a truck for that. So I've been reading online, and my buddy that lives here in Vegas, he's been teaching me pretty much the ins and outs about racing, bracket racing. He runs 410s in his Coyote, and he runs nitrous on it, 150 shot, and the car's fast. Right now it's at the low 11s, and probably good weather would be mid 10s, high 10s, and he's running really good times. I mean, and the car hooks and goes. He has 410s, and he loves them. He finishes the quarter mile in 5th gear. My thing is I plan on running 410s, but I do want a street race, and I do plan on trying to get the hook on the street. These 315s are a joke. I mean, honestly, the 315s, they don't hook for, I mean, it's a bog. I mean, when I went out to the street races on Sunday a few weeks ago, the stick shift cars were killing me off the line. I mean, they were just leaving me standing still because these gears don't do nothing for me at the start. Even with this stall, I stalled a 3000 now, and it's nothing with the 315. So I'm leaning towards the 410s. I already have them ordered up, and they're coming. But I called Lund and talked to them, and Lund's like, "You're going to hate the 410s. You're not going to want 410s." Alex Flores, he says, "You're not going to want 410s in your car." He goes, "It's way too much gear." He goes, "Your first gear is going to be at 417, and you're going to be in and out of that gear quick. You're not going to like it." So now I'm wondering if I went too much gear or not. Should I went 373s or 355? I had 355s in my last car, but it was a 10-speed, and they were dogs off the start too. They gave me no 60 foots. I want a good 60 foot. I mean, right now I'm at a 2.1, 2.0, 60. I'd like to be at like 1.6, 1.7. Even 1.5 would be nice on a good day. But real soon the car's getting nitrous. I'm going to be running 150 shot real soon, within the next month or two. So that's my dilemma right now. What do I do? Should I put gears on the car and 410s? Is that too much for the nitrous or not? I really don't know. So if you guys have any opinions on it, like I said, all opinions are good opinions. They're all taken in, and I think about them all. I mean, I spent all weekend researching these gears, and it's really hard to find guys online that run 410s. And then when they're running 410s, they say, if you're going to run 410s, run 456s. Why go low? If you're going to go big, go big. And these are guys that race at the track. You can't find guys that daily drive that run 410s in an automatic, because most guys don't like them because they're sucking their gas down. But you get guys that can hook up at the track that run 410s, they like them because they get them out of the hole quick. And honestly, I don't care about my top end. I'm not a roll racer. I don't plan on going out and roll racing anybody. If somebody wants to roll race on the freeway or something like that, I do it. But I'm not out, trying to beat people roll racing. That's not my type of thing. I'm more getting it out of the hole and get going. And right now, these gears suck. I mean, I'm breaking them free there, but they still suck. I think with 410s. All right, guys. So the main goals for this car, what I'd like to see naturally aspirated, would be high 11s. I'd really love to get high 11s in this town, in Las Vegas, Nevada, with just bolt-ons, with no boost or nothing. I think it can be done. I think my 18 could have done it. It was close on stock tire. I mean, on stock, everything's stock, but the tire, the drag radial, I ran 12.2, and that was on a really, really good morning. So, I mean, I only did it once or twice. I think I did it twice. I ran a 12.2 twice, but I mean, it was just luck. Most of the time I was in the 12.4s, but I think with the tune on that car, it would have ran, high 11s. I think with the proper suspension, it probably would have been like a high mid 11, like 11.7, 11.8. I know a lot of guys, I've watched them here come with tunes, gutted, 18s. They're running like 12s, low 12s, high 11s. But I think that car with the 355 gear setup, it would have been a high 11-second car. And I think this Gen 1 has it in it too. I think these 14s really do. I think you can make these 14s just as fast. Although the 6R80 is a little bit slower at shifting, it has a delay between each gear, it seems like. It will get through the gears pretty good. I think with gears, it's going to help it a lot. That's what I really want the 410s for. That's what I'm leaning towards. I'm thinking it's going to help me shift through the gears and get me into more power a lot quicker. But I'm not sure if the 410s is just too much of an extreme gear for this car. And it worries me spending this money on it. You know, it's $800. For the gears, it's $300 for the kit, and then, you know, $480 or whatever to put them in. So it's not cheap to be throwing around money like that just to have to take it back out, you know, in a few months because it's too much gear. But we'll try it out and see how the 410s work and see if it's the proper gear for this car or not. I just watched that guy on American Muscle do it on his stock 14, and man, or I think it was a 2012. He had a stock 2012, and he put gears on it, and he dropped 0.3 of a second, and the car looked like it was leaving a lot harder. I mean, he put suspension on the back and just gears, and it made it 0.3 of a second quicker. So I don't have much work on this car done. It's not like it's a whole bunch of work. It's just the tune's good on it, and the Boss intake. That's pretty much it. So I mean, it's a stock car with just a intake and tune. So I'd like to see if the 410s can help me out. At least give me a tenth or two. I mean, I'm not looking for half a second, but a tenth or two would be nice. What I'm lacking is that right off the start grunt. You know, that's where I'm missing it all. That's where I want my power is off the start. So we'll see how they work out after. Hopefully in a couple weeks having them on. And I also got a couple more things coming for the car. And nitrous is coming very soon. Like I said, I'm going to run a nitrous kit, a plate kit. So we'll see how that works out too. I guess I'm going to install that myself. I'm going to try to. And hopefully I don't fuck nothing up putting it on. Hopefully nitrous will get me into the high 10s this winter. That would be great. If I can get into the 10s and be running with red eyes and Hellcats, I'd like that a lot. That'd be a dream. But we'll see how that all works out. So here's the other option I go with. I go with 373s. And it might get me out the hole good. It might keep me in fourth gear in a quarter. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with what gear ratio. I don't know anything about gear ratios. That's what's hard to figure out. I just know when I had 410s in my Fox body, man, it ripped. But everyone's saying the 6R80 has a really deep first gear. So if I go 373s, let's say that it does. It gets me out of the hole quick. I get through. And I end up fourth gear at the end of the quarter. That'd be great because that's my 1-to-1 gear, and that's the gear I'd like to be in, crossing the line in the quarter. I'm not really an 8th mile racer, so I really don't care too much about 8th mile. But quarter mile is where I want to go, and I want to be the fast on a quarter mile. So I'm thinking maybe I send these gears back and go with 373s, and it might help it because I mean it does get up and go off the start a little bit now with this converter, and it helps it a lot. But I think with its 373s and a good set of tires, man, I should be able to really get going. It's hard to say. You never know. You know what I mean? That's what sucks about drag racing is that it's like a game. You're just trying to get faster, and sometimes you end up going slower. And I don't want to end up going slower. I mean, so far, everything I've done to this car, I've been pretty much faster. So I like to keep in that progression, you know, moving forward. But I've had cars where I started adding parts to it, and man, it got way slower, really bad. When I had a AOD and I went to a C4, it was a game changer. And then I went to a new converter. I had put a 4,000 stall converter in, and the car really got, with 410s, the car was unstreetable. I mean, it seemed like it was slipping really bad all the time. But now with this, I have a 3,000 stall in this now. I was going to go a 4,000 stall. I thought I was getting a 4,000 stall, but this 3,000 stall, it's great for street. I mean, I love it. It don't slip at all. People complain about the stall converters, but 3,000 stall is good. I have no issues with the 3,000 stall. When I had a 4,000 stall though, it slipped a lot. But my transmission always was running hot in that car. So maybe these newer converters are. Not sure where I stopped at. That was Jack, Determined Veteran, calling. Another YouTube channel, great guy to follow. If you don't follow him, you should go follow him. He's the one who got me pretty much started doing this stuff. The more I talked to him, the more confident I got trying to do this. But back to the gear shit. So if I go 373s, the car might work better. It might come across the line at the end of the quarter in, you know, fourth gear instead of fifth. I'm being told 410s will make me cross the line in fifth, and I think I'll probably have another shift there, and I don't really want another shift point. That's a big thing with drag racing. The less shifting you can do, the better it's going to be. So maybe I'll swing back to 373s and send these 410s back. I'm on the fence about this all night. It's hard to say. I wish I knew more about these cars than what I do. I mean, you can't. There's not, like I said, not much information online reading about 410s and an automatic. So everyone I read, they negative talk it or they positive talk it. So it's hard to get a feel of what I really want. So that's all for today, guys. I think so. We'll see if I come back with any more shit to talk about. If it is, I'll talk to you guys later. See you in the next one.